The use of face masks indoors is no longer mandatory, according to Health Minister Khairy Jamaluddin, effective immediately. In a statement, Khairy says this is based on the assessment of the current situation of COVID-19, as well as after taking into account the current needs. On May 1st, the government removed the requirement for the use of face masks outdoors. However, masks will remain compulsory when using public transportation on buses, trains, planes, taxis, e-hailing vehicles, as well as at hospitals and medical institutions. In addition, premise owners can determine whether visitors must wear a face mask and have the right to refuse entry if the visitors choose not to, according to Khairy. While the usage indoors is now optional, Khairy says the ministry still highly encourages face masks to be worn in crowded areas such as night markets, stadiums, shopping malls and places of worship. The minister adds that high-risk individuals such as the elderly, pregnant women, as well as those with chronic diseases or with low immunity are also highly encouraged to wear face masks. Individuals doing activities with high-risk groups like the elderly and children are also advised to put on face masks, according to Khairy. Convicted ex-PM Datuk Seri Najib Razak issued 38 cheques totalling more than 8.4 million between March 2011 and May 2012 from his AmBank private account ending in 9694. Testifying at the 1MDB Tanore trial, Islamic Bank Cheque Processing Centre Senior Manager Badrul Hisham Muhammad verified these cheques and their recipients, continuing his testimony from Tuesday. Among the recipients of the cheques in various amounts were UMNO's Pekan Division, Wanita UMNO Pekan, Barisan Nasional Bandar Tun Razak Division, Serian MP Datuk Seri Richard Riot Jayam, and former Minister of Lands and Cooperatives Development Tan Sri Kasita Kadam. The witness verified that Najib, who is currently Pekan MP, had issued 2 million in two separate cheques to UMNO Selangor Division and 1.9 million to Wanita UMNO Selangor. On April 16, 2012, Najib also issued a cheque to property tycoon Tan Sri Lim Soon Peng for 1 million and another cheque amounting to 360,000 to 1KL Media House. In the trial before Judge Datuk Colin Lawrence Sekera, it is the prosecution's contention that the money in the 9694 account linked to Najib is part of the infamous 2.6 billion that prosecutors say is traceable to 1MDB. Meanwhile, the prosecution in Najib's 1MDB audit report tampering trial closed its case today with a total of 16 witnesses having testified. Over a total of 43 days of the trial, which began in November 2019, the witnesses who took the stand included Najib's co-accused, former 1MDB chief Arul Kandasamy, former AG Tan Sri Amrin Buang and former Chief Secretary to the government, the late Tan Sri Ali Hamzah. Trial Judge Muhammad Zaini Mazlan set October 7 for all parties to exchange submissions and October 14th for responses. He also set October 28 for further oral clarification, after which he will determine whether there is a prima facie case against Najib. MMB Holdings sees more demand for green financing this year, according to CEO Datuk Sulaiman Mohamad Tahir. According to Sulaiman, in the first quarter, AmBank gave out 400 million in loans. In 2021, he says a total of 3.7 billion worth of loans was dispersed. Sulaiman was talking to reporters after the signing ceremony between AmBank and Kerjaya Prospect Property for a 100 million ringgit green financing facility. This is for the development of the Courtyard by Marriott Hotel in Bloomsvale, an upcoming mixed development located in Old Klang Road. The projects will be certified with Green RE's Platinum rating for its residential area and Gold rating for its commercial buildings. Sulaiman explains this initiative is in line with the banking group's efforts to enhance and optimize its financing facilities to positively impact its stakeholders and continuously improve customers' experience under AmBank's broader ESG agenda. Sulaiman says AmBank is pleased to support KPP in its green endeavours and looks forward to the endless possibilities that this partnership might bring. KPP Executive Chairperson Datin Toh Siu Chuan says the green loan is a testament to the group's commitment to include more sustainable projects in its portfolio and launch more green developments in the near future. T7 Global has received a letter of award from Petronas Carigali to provide platform-based underwater inspection services by utilizing mini-remotely operated vehicles for over 30 offshore structures such as jackets and pipelines in Malaysia. In a BOS filing, T7 Global said its unit Tanjong Offshore Services received the award, which is effective for 2 years until August 11, 2024. T7 Global Group CEO Tan Kay Zwin says this is the company's third mini-ROV contract, with the previous contract awarded by Petronas in 2019 and Pioneer Pegasus in 2021 for a total of 15 platforms inspection works. He says the mini-ROV business is anticipated to provide annual recurring revenue for T7 Global. He adds that the mini-ROV is one of T7 Global's early initiatives, having begun as a trial project in 2019 through its offshore construction services segment, where the company integrates compact robotic inspection technology into the underwater operations. Axiata Group's fintech arm MMB Holdings is expecting slower revenue growth of 35% this year, down from 111% in 2021 and 52% in 2020, as consumer behaviour normalizes going into the endemic stage. Group CEO Seyanta Ebekun explains that while a lot of the growth had been propelled by the pandemic, its focus is on growth that is not a flash in the pan. In terms of profitability, Seyanta says Boost is still incurring losses currently, but adds that those losses have been trending downward since 2019. Seyanta also revealed that Boost has disbursed a total of 1.6 billion in loans to its customers since its inception in 2017 and is on track to meet Bank Negara's deadline to launch its digital bank with RHB Bank within 24 months. Of the 1.6 billion disbursed, Seyanta says 1 billion has been given to Malaysian customers. Meanwhile, Seyanta says Boost is aiming to enter a new market going into 2023 while doubling down on its presence in Indonesia, but declined to mention what specific market it was eyeing. He was talking to reporters at the launching ceremony of Boost's brand refresh.